saves the echoes. I live alone now. King Park. This is my fault, dead son of the West Side, and foolery friend, underneath it. Fourth on the park, about a block from where the other shooting was last night. I want it last night. East to heading northbound, eastbound, target arrival. Get the target this time. Get nothing to do with it. I travel backwards through time and space. I'm secret, become invisible. I wanna see it where I couldn't when it happened. I wanna see it all like this time. I wanna know what it felt like. So I fucking heard these styles. Reconstruct the scene in fragments of memories. I wanna know what his mother looks like up close. I wanna see her leaning over his body. So I float there, transcend time. I wanna capture it accurately. I wanna know what the color of her blood was, spilling out from the tar bones of the concrete. I wanna write it all down so I can always remember. If you can see it up close, how could you ever forget? How senseless death, how precious life. I wanna be there when the bullet hits. And the crowd poured out as the shots drowned into siren sounds into their houses now in overflowing yards. All the way up to the place where the police take brand to mark the crime scene. Everybody trying to get you close to what was happening. What was going on between the ambulance and all the cop cars? Everybody gossiping. Whose kid got hit? Where did it end? What could have fired it? Everybody wondering, did it happen again? And is he dead? These children treating our kids. Everybody wondering how far they were from where the victims live. And I visit them, their houses, inside my train. I visit them, my spirit soaring high and high. Upward and far. Place the crime scene, travels further back till far before the shooting. Through their windows, to their living rooms, I see them younger this time. Playing games and do it over. All this possibility. To transform cold and into snow. From fight to stupid fear. For living wrapped in cold and cruelly I recall. I have come to find a reason, but there cannot be a reason. Not for death, not like this, not like that. Three days later, they made funeral plans with family. 3 days later, mother! Let's bury your son! How far away the shooter holds up in a hotel near the highway with the falling. While the storm fell so harshly, we felt swallowed. Traffic stopped before and behind us. Hard rain and sheets carrying unbroken. Hazards flashed to me in all directions. Small satellites are like lightning speakers. Turn the radio off. I gripped the wheel tight. When the storm burst, the clouds split. Suddenly opened the sky. All colors at once. I was dumbstruck with love and terror. As if the forest and temples ancient and terrifying. The light refracting truth to see death and life in all things. How sky. I saw shadows in the darkness casted in the flashing light. Tracking signals, making something backwards in my eyes. I saw stranger glass reflected. Everybody can't be mine. Bodies held, revolutions past, sudden visitations come. The prophets stumbling on the path. The flash of light, the line of night arrives. The voice from out of time proclaims. Saul on the road to Damascus, headed to the break, struck him blind. And so he changed his name. No man, I was nothing, going nowhere, I was gone. I was naked, I was faking buildings, I was breaking the flame. I was ill, like I was hopeless for no reason. Said a prayer, let the Holy Spirit moment come and force it in the shame. Hammer home to capture the traffic signal light. The flash on the path to Damascus changed my soul and mind. I'd heard visions in the city every day, spread it all what I saw. The sight remained. And the prophets in town all go on back and forth, nowhere directionless. The blankets bending down, giants right now. Why did I split sight to look around? Now to see and to notice them, to see the smoke cloud climbing high. The sky finding image where the light shines, the sign from up above, to see the dead now burning bright. They hear it crying out, voice of Christ and I stumbled all alone and burned alive. Run to the street lights when he died, only traffic signal cameras to watch his life extinguished, glowing white down. Corner by the bus stop, dead. A woman on the sidewalk, Narcan back to life. She rose again, walked away. The paramedics came, resurrected by structure. She disappeared. On Easter, I was there. When they pulled into the turnaround, I was standing, blowing red at emergency. Looking every week, trying to find you inside, by inside, in the hallway, hospital red light. I can take it back, place where I had it since I left. Always here, you, I felt the dread. Seeing you first and know that way I needed you. Now I turn around, heading homebound. Every current on the ground pulled me back to you. Along the pathway backwards, the burden and a gift to see. More we're alive, a disaster, magic breeze. Curving road, light above, labored veins, the fun of us, a beating heart, and us the blood, fitting by the day. A heavy load, weight of love, tongue of flames, a welcome flood, a beating heart, and us the blood, a beating heart, a tongue of flames, light above, the voice of God, a smoking gun, a beating heart, 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 a beaten dog, snarling teeth, face of God, the light above, a beating heart, and us the blood, and all of us, a beating heart. Thank you. After, I don't know, we were gone for a while. I mean, everybody was gone. The whole industry was gone. Like 3.5, 4 fucking years. COVID shutdown, whatever. I mean, not whatever. I'm not being dismissive. It was serious. It continues to be serious, but that period specifically, when we couldn't all be together, when touring was a total impossibility given its risks, and we all had to do what we could to make things all right. Why am I talking about COVID right now? It feels. Well, I remember when we came back from it.
I think that for us, we sort of made a concerted effort in our individual worlds to push this as far away from us as we could, so as to handle its absence better, to not think about what we weren't able to do, and we got really good at it until it was over, and we came back together, and it was like everything sort of made sense again for the first time in a long time, to have the opportunity to be somewhere with people that I've spent my entire adult life with, traveling and making art, making music, meeting people, being a part of this community. And for a while I internalized that feeling as purely one felt amongst us in a room playing music together. And I think coming back to this, as the world has precipitously decreased in quality in a very visible, impossible to ignore way, I think the realization has been that we missed making music together, but more than that, we missed being a part of a community, being somewhere that felt like home to us, that provided amongst the despair an opportunity to feel genuine hope for a better world. And being here with all of you tonight, it's hard not to feel that and to not feel hopeful. And I think that's an important place to feel that we belonged, that it gave us a place to work towards building a world where kindness and inclusivity was centered. And I don't think that this is a perfect thing by any means, but looking out at the world every day, witnessing the hostility directed towards members of our community, our friends, our neighbors, our trans family, to in every idle moment open your phone to a new war crime perpetrated using the dollars we pay in taxes every year to our federal government. I think it's increasingly important that we recognize the value of spaces that push against that provide a countercurrent, that create a safe place for the people in our lives who need it, and to hold on to that feeling, not just when we're here, but when we go home. If we are to, at some point, see a better world, it happens neighbor to neighbor, block to block, with communities like this one. I think that feels increasingly important as the disconnect between us and those that pull the levers of power, who amass their billions utilizing division amongst us. Yeah, I don't know. It just like, it can be hard to feel like there is a better future ahead and things might get worse before they get better, but there are more of us than there are of them, and I really do believe, looking at all of you, that we can live to see a world where everybody walks down the street, fear of concern for violence, that Palestine is free, that our country ceases to be an aggressor and looks after its own. And thank you for being here and for taking care of each other, and for looking after us too, for making us feel at home. It means a lot. Take care of yourselves and take care of the people who need taken care of in your lives, because it's going to be even more important every day going forward. Love to all of you. These are your songs for you.
For everything, it's so much easier with someone or something to blame. I've always struggled at the root of the problem. Has it been absence or my constant lack of defense? I've never spent a lot on finding a remedy. I guess I figured that it hurt for a reason. I guess that's why I've always turned to writing it down. Not just the stories, but the letters in between. And I guess that's why it haunts the pages of everything. To self-examine, I think the thing is that I should have remembered. and family and my own ambitions. From having fun, I just shut off from everything. Self-defeating, yeah, probably, but I don't know that I had total control over it. I'm not sure it even matters why. So I'm the only one who deals with it anyway. So if everyone could just put their fingers down on me, keep their mouths. Sorry, I know I seem angry, I'm not. I promise I just know I'm thinking stupid. I will deal with it accordingly. Done. It's never a part of it. So pointing out my problems with mine. Better than anyone. Better than anyone. I know I should be finding another way. Know that we should be thinking of something too. 'Cause forgetting them really made sense to me. And so I haven't been. Do I feel embarrassed about it? I think you know the answer to that. I think you probably feel a little bit embarrassed for me. Would you? I know I should have moved on ages ago. Been happy already, but never been that easy for me. Or maybe it was me that made it so hard. I know I've only ever tried a handful of times. Sever this thing torturing me. Never got me anywhere. Anyone? No. Friendship or hobby no longer spent work. Looking back, I maybe never tried hard enough. And it is my fault. Maybe I never tried at all.
It's another love song.
Where a bookshelf grows, you throw rub and shape in common space. And the language you make kind of looks and names all the motions of ordinary love. From the way to get home, you say one name. All the motions of ordinary love. They grow and change. All the motions of ordinary love. All the motions of ordinary love. Motions of ordinary love. Motions of ordinary love. In the path indignant out loud, and that's what feels the most profound. And I watched you, that apartment, somewhere from across the room. But it's all a haze, I remember vaguely lights and staring there at you. It's the slowest days in the bathroom that somehow never seem to go. When I watched you put your makeup on, this moment sounds the clearest ever. Ordinary love, I know all the motions of ordinary love. I know. Thank you. Why it scares me. I've touched makes me question, was it love or just lust? Caked in blood or old rust? Don't we remember all the moments we remember best? Printed poems and pictures, sang aloud in refrains. Does this cycle of pain and disdain for the past not work exactly the same? Maybe it's just as much about what comes our way. Yes, it is how we react. Just as much about the things that we've still got as it is about the things we lack. I know we won't always keep around those we still in here. Some faded frames, some were born to leave. But if we're still here, we still pray. At least we've still got time to make our end. To know what's real, I wanna believe that sweetheart, please, I need this. Please don't leave. You said you're mine. You said it's all fine. Said it's my fault. I believed it every time you said. Take the time to learn. You put the extra work in first. Keep promises you made. Change how you behave. Everything you said reversed. All the things you did went backwards. Planted seeds there, never acted. Once they bloom, now they grow downward in the dirty tube. What else is there to say that less than when I slept? I dreamt about a room standing in the light, and everyone was there with you. Honestly, everyone felt so good. Everyone was laughing, everyone at least passed through. Everyone we know, and not a single one remembered you anymore. Or any time before, the members of your family too. Everyone we love forgot or never met you. And I dreamt about it too. Walking down the hall, came upon a door, open to a room where you and all my friends were standing in a line. Tried to get inside, thought we'll whip the key and turn. Things not inside, close to the glass. I saw their faces back in laughter. Anything rattled in my head. Woke up in the bed, pulled you close to me and slept. And you're getting up to leave, standing at the door, staring at the creek, water underneath the floor. I'm on number some card on my left incomplete. Room without a key, busted but you see I can't get it. I scream at the door. I'm guarded from fleas, teeth in the sink. Room without a breeze, suffocating heat around me. No backward, no crowd, upside down and inside out. Let me go. Crawl on the yard, it's for you. Like the wall to walk, window and through. Bed where I slept at, dreamt of a room with my friend. Could not get it. Color in the stand now. Let me go. Crawl down there while waiting. One empty hand to the glass on the door. To kill it, my friend. To let me see the room. To let me then bloom. Please let the flowers open up in front. So I retrace our every step with an unsure pen. Try to figure out what my head thinks. But my head just ain't what it used to be. And again, what's the point anyway? I remember you were sitting on the stairs up to the balcony to see if you could see me here quietly away. If I can't love you as a lover, I will love you. I will lay it ready before you, keep you safe until the end. Thank you so much. There's a car on the road, cutting blackness into halves where it goes. Can you see? The forest headlights tunnel alone. See the shoulders, see the ash in the trees. See no sleepless creature standing beside. Reflection from an eye thrown back. There's no night here less nocturnal than this, or more black. Just the car along the slope of the road. The camera above, all watching over, followed behind it, downward with love. Where the low bids reach and then die. Nothing beyond it, no sense of the direction it leads, or of the bends the roads will take on the way, and every road bends. No matter what, you can see us when the camera moves in, you and I in the back, we're leaning over trying to see, past the headrest to whoever's in front of me. And I can see an overpass approach in the night. Can't read the words or where the arrows direct, but I can see the headlights bright and the sign underneath, that in the mirror I might finally see. For the light to connect with the rear view passing under the bridge, and in the moment find you sleeping on my shoulder again. You're so peaceful I forget all the fear that I felt, the dark up ahead, things we don't know about who is or isn't driving the car, and the direction we all go, and the thread of a bend, because there's always a bend in the road, and the light in ash will fade, the night will soon enfold us, let it enfold us as we grow onward. Even time itself grows old, and we do too. We only grow forward, let's just do it slower. Just add to the sum of the world as we go, hour by hour by hour by hour. Finding nothing underneath it could reach to break free into the water.
Together with the one meeting of this night, this has been a